which means we made it through another week. Mazel. Of course, it also means it's time for... Well done. Our panelists today are hosts of MSNBC's Way Too Early, Thomas Roberts, E! News correspondent Alicia Quarles, and comedian and host of the Paul Mecurio Show podcast on iTunes. Yes, Paul Mecurio. Nice to see you guys.
Hi,
all right.
Hi, Katie.
So thank you guys so much for coming. A lot is going on. First, political pachyderm. That was my idea.
Ooh, I like that, Katie.
All right, so last weekend, Republicans gathered for their annual CPAC conference, Conservative Political Action Conference. So what are the highlights? Who are we going to see running for president in 2016? Rand Paul, Chris Christie, who?
That's the million-dollar question. I think if we look at the straw poll that came out of CPAC, Rand Paul won. Chris Christie was invited. This was his first time at the dance. He was not there last year. And
he came out swinging this time, right?
Came out swinging. And we also saw Sarah Palin give the send-off farewell of closing out CPAC, which was entertaining. But all in all, I guess the highlight is for Rand Paul, who comes out of that the strongest.
Meanwhile, Chris Christie got some bad news from a Bloomberg poll, right, Paul? I mean, what did they say?
Yeah, it's flipped. It was as of October, it was positive 33%, negative 17, and it's literally flipped. And he moved to the right at the CPAC conference, which was amazing because he's been having trouble moving anywhere. He's been stuck in traffic. You get it?
I got it.
But the thing that's troubling here is it's still a very fractured party, and the presidential election is barely 2 years away. There's all this crossfighting, right? Ted Cruz gets accused by Rand Paul publicly at the CPAC of aping Ronald Reagan's foreign policy, and Ted Cruz calls him a Kentucky Fried Communist. This is more dysfunctional than a Thanksgiving Day dinner at my house. I'm waiting for Bobby Jindal to get drunk and pass out watching football, you know?
Moving on, our next topic is, can you believe it? All right, video from Justin Bieber's deposition became public this week. So why don't you remind us why he's being deposed?
Okay, so basically this is an alleged altercation between a paparazzi photographer and the staff that surrounds Justin Bieber, a bodyguard. So this paparazzi accuses them of assault, and so now they have to be deposed as they go through this. So it's hard to have your heart go out to the paparazzi photographers, as we've all seen.
It's a good point.
How they work and how they operate. A lot of times it is guerrilla tactics, and they're trying to elicit some type of reaction from the person.
And you have no idea who to root for. It's Bieber or paparazzi. It's like I'm rooting for a meteor to hit the courtroom and just get, be done with it.
But it is, I mean, he was behaving so oddly during that deposition.
He was actually lip-syncing his testimony. But you know, but it's like it was the only Bieber video that I could actually watch all the way through.
Oh, yeah. You know, he was behaving like a petulant child. He's a young man, and you know, he went from being upset to critical to being nice.
And he got upset when they asked him about Selena Gomez, and he really got very belligerent then. But I don't know if you all saw this, but he dropped another very important name. Take a look.
Well, I don't know, Katie Couric. You tell me.
Are you calling me Katie Couric?
No.
Was this a news interview for you? It's not. It's your deposition. Do you understand that?
Yes.
What? Yeah. What was that? Okay. Thank you. I feel like I really made it. I was mentioned. Justin Bieber mentioned me in his deposition.
The lawyer's like, what am I, a joke? What am I, Katie Couric?
You're a hard-hitting interviewer, and that's what he was saying.
Well, let the record show I did a very hard-hitting interview with Justin Bieber back in 2010. Let's take a look, shall we? You're so funny. You know you do this thing with your hair all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
What are you doing? You just want to make sure it's still
look,
this is what you do.
If I do this, this is how it is.
Yeah.
I want to see you. I want to be able to look into your eyes.
So you go like, but yeah, I think it's like you're good like that all the time.
I don't know.
It's cute.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you know, who says I don't do hard-hitting?
That hard-hitting interview left an impression. That left an impression.
You actually had a Bieber haircut.
I think I have a Bieber haircut.
That was a little scary.
But you got him able to talk, unlike as we saw in the...
Well, look, I mean, isn't that... It's sort of sad when you look at just what 3 years had, you know, I mean, he's such a cute young man, and obviously he's struggling, and I don't know, the mother in me always says, this kid is having a hard time.
I know, but
He needs help.
This
He
could be the
needs
turning
support.
point. I agree with you 100%. It's that turning point where he has to realize that you need the media. It's a cyclical relationship. So somebody, whether it's him or his family, needs to step in and help this young man.
Well, look, I was an idiot when I was 17 and 18.
Right.
I was driving around my parents' Oldsmobile, not a Ferrari, doing stupid things. And it's like when you have a lot of money and you have a Ferrari,
Right.
it's like, you know what I mean?
We weren't teenage millionaires. You don't know all the
Right.
things that go on in this kid's life, and he probably has a lot of yes people around him
Oh,
that
definitely.
don't structure no responses.
And also-
Can I just say
Yeah.
I have not seen an interrogator like that since Alice Cramden. You know how to go after somebody.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Well, this was so fun. Thank you all so much for coming in and being part
Thanks,
of our
man.
Thank you.
Week That Was panel. Give them a round of applause, everybody. And in case you're wondering, Paul Mecurio is at the Improv in West Palm Beach from May 29th to the 31st. So if you're in the area, check it out. Alicia, of course, on E! News, and Thomas, MSNBC, Way Too Early. Thank God I'm not doing that shift
He's early,
anymore.
he's early.
God bless you. We'll be back right after this.
You'll really dig the savings.